What's up, everyone? It's another episode of the CougConnect Podcast. Surprised to see me. I am too. Unfortunately, Jake wasn't able to be here this week. So it's me, Kevin Humpherys, CougConnect producer. I'm hosting this one. Joining me today is Tre Alexander and TJ Alexander. So, Tre, let's get right into it. How was ECU? How was playing in front of not the biggest stadium you've ever played in, but definitely there was a lot of energy in that stadium.
Nah, it's funny, actually. I remember we was in warm-ups before the game, and I had walked over to, one of the strength and conditioning staff. I was talking to him. I was like, it's a cute little stadium we playing in tonight. You know, we was on the field in pregame, and it's a clip of me in the cut even talking about it. I'm like, boy, we play in a student section bigger than this. Because I think they stadium had, probably 35,000 fans or so in it. I done played in student section close to 30,000 being at Lavelle. So, it was for me, it was just funny. Then you go into we go out there, we warm up afterwards. You just hear, they fans just saying all type of stuff, we going to do this tonight. And I remember saying, stay here all night. Do not leave this game early. We know it was finna happen. So, it was a fun atmosphere. I'm not going to lie. It was fun. Everything about it was turned. And then, especially, the first quarter, they got the little kickoff return to start the game. And they all, turned. The place was rocking. It was, the stadium was shaking. Woo-de-woo. It was turned. And then we went out there, got to stop on defense. After that part of the game, it was over with. I remember walking to the sideline. I think the score it might have been 3-0 or 6-3. And I told him I was 2 to the body, 1 to the head. I was basically telling them, yeah, right now it's a little dog fight going on, but we know we're gonna land a knockdown soon. And then Ev got a pick, and then came back and got a pick 6. And then for us, we knew it was over with after that. They receivers, they were talking a lot before the game. They receiver coach especially, he was talking crazy before the game. Y'all don't know, but they told us they was going 2019 LSU versus us. They was gonna air raid, they was gonna do all this, all that. For us, we just we had to listen to that for 2 weeks. So we all right, that's what y'all think about our room. So we went out there with a chip on our shoulder for sure. But when the game started, it spoke for itself. We knew what we came out there to do. Definitely some stuff we can clean up for sure, especially at the end of the game. But yeah, we addressed that this weekend.
Yeah, last week you said be careful when you're swimming with sharks because they're a lot different on TV. And probably the biggest shark on your defense was Evan Johnson. Take me through his, probably the best game he might ever play in his career.
Yeah, so when he got the first pick, honestly, that was just being a football player. When you get to the goal line, when you get a rollout, you always know you're going to have a crossing route coming from the backside. And then you already know most teams like to run the flood concept towards, you get corner route, you get backside drag, you get something quick to the flats. So we was in the zone coverage. Ev did a good job midpointing. He read the quarterback's eyes. Quarterback's taught not to throw back across their body for a reason. Ev had somebody sitting inside of him, and he had somebody sitting behind him. So he was protected, just going to make a play. The ball got thrown. He jumped it and made a play. He don't got no vision, though, because, if he would have picked it and just cut straight up the field, he would have scored because the gap was, this big. But
right.
Yeah, and then the 3-step, it was funny because we was on the sideline before, and Ev came to me. He was like, Tre, let me get the right side. And I was like, all right, yeah. And then as soon as we got on the field, I heard the play call, and it was the perfect play call for the situation. I'm like, man, this man here, and we all knew a hitch was coming. I promise you, all of us, every single person in the secondary knew a hitch was coming. So as I'm lining up on the other side of the field, I'm just telling Tommy, Tommy, you get over here, do your job, whoop, whoop. I'm just watching it all unfold, and Ev caught it. We talked about that all week. When you get a chance, show off, bait the quarterback, and just go jump it. He did it perfectly, too. And then, celebration was A1. He found the camera, jumped in the end zone, right in front of our section of fans. He had a game. And, I roomed with Ev on the road and, all the hotels. So, me and him was talking about stuff all day. He was like, yeah, I'm getting 2 picks tonight. He was just telling me, I'm going to do this tonight. I'm going to do that. And then when he did it, I was just out there turning for him. He had a good game. You can't top that. Thorpe DB of the week. That's an honor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You brought it up on his first pick when he was running through that end zone. When we were watching on TV, that's about all we could see. So everyone else was freaking out at home, oh my gosh, don't get safety. But glad to see that he was able to turn something up that field. But yeah, take me through they were talking a lot, and you guys definitely sent another message, I feel like. And yeah, take me through kind of you have your defensive goals. Do you feel like you guys hit those against ECU?
We hit the goals for the most part, but for the first 3 quarters, we was dominating. We hit every single goal we put out. I would say last 2 drives, we let the goal slip. I mean, we missed out on 1 goal by, like, literally a play. Another one we missed out on by, like, point 0.8, like, 0.8 of a yard, basically. So, for the most part, we hit them, but, like, we did have slip-ups that we didn't like. Like, we didn't play to our standard in a way. And, 13 points, covering the spread by that much. They got you winning by 6.5. You can win by 21. Hostile environment, young quarterback and all these things. So,
Yeah.
in that aspect of things is cool. But if we want to be as good as we are, we know them last 2, like, it just can't happen. That was just unacceptable for us. And it wasn't even like us not doing what we supposed to do per se, but we just had like busted coverages and a whole bunch of miscommunication. A lot of us weren't on the same page at certain times of the game. So that's something that like we know, like, I mean, obviously this week we cleaned it up. Because it's easy to correct stuff when you win. Like, it's a lot better feeling because if we was out there, against a team and that caused us to lose a game, like, you would be heartbroken if you lose over something that small. So I'm definitely, for us, we feel like we could play a lot better. And then, like, I mean, yeah, like the trash talk part, all week I was telling the boys, like, ain't no disrespect without retaliation. Like, and even Coach Hill big on, like, if a team want to talk and if a team want to use bulletin board material, you'd be stupid not to use it. Like, if a team want to say all this and all that, like, and I was telling them, like, we was out there on the field, I was telling the ECU players, I'm like, y'all could talk real talk when we 2,200 miles away, but when we standing face to face with you, now it's time to talk. Like, I'm out there telling all the receivers, you want to be tough, you want to say all this in your interviews and on Instagram, like, say it now. Like, so that's why I say, like, when you watching that shark on TV, it's a whole lot different when you get in the water with them. You got to swim. It's a whole lot different. So it was a fun game for us. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. Yeah. They were talking trash to the old BYU, but they hadn't seen this Jay Hill defense BYU. They were not ready. They were not ready at all.
Yeah, that mean, I know you remember. I remember you saying last week, how like rankings and stuff didn't matter because obviously I wasn't ranked. I know y'all just got ranked this week. Does that make y'all feel any better though? Even though y'all don't care, does that make you feel a little bit better knowing like them people paying attention now?
Nah, it ain't ever gonna make me feel good, especially nobody on the team last year. I mean, we got all the way up to number 6. I'd have been 9-0 before in college. I only lost 2 games since I've been in college. That feeling, man, we can be the number 1 team in the nation. It'll never make me feel good till we win the championship. So I done had that feeling of undefeated, and I know how like all of it can be gone in a glimpse of an eye. So like that feeling like of being ranked, it don't mean nothing to us. Like last year, we were unranked, number 13 team in the nation. Kansas State come in and we beat them by 29 points, like full touchdown game, underdog. So all that ranked stuff don't mean nothing to us. Like honestly, like I know everybody in the locker room feels the same way. Like we done been undefeated. Like I done been there, done that. I done won the Holy War games. I done won on Big Noon kickoff. I done won on homecoming. We done did that. So we won the championship. There's no ranking that they can give us that'll make me just be like, oh, like I feel good. Nah, it got to be a championship. And then when you went out with it, yeah, you could feel good about it. But anything else, I mean, it don't really mean too much to me.
Yeah. Next question. Like after a win, how long do y'all dwell on that? Like, is it 24 hours? Is it the whole weekend? Is it up into the next game come? How long y'all dwell on it before y'all focus on the next week?
Probably like, ain't even 24 hours for us, really. It's more so like, so after games, especially away games, we fly out that night. So it's like shower at the stadium, pack your bags, put everything on the equipment, truck or whatnot, drive straight to the. So we on the plane, you talking about it if you awake, you land the next morning, you go to treatment. Really when we leave treatment. So treatment usually end at like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. After treatment over with, it's over with. Like then we have a team meeting about it on Monday, talking about the game, a player-led meeting like, yeah, we did this, what we could do better, stuff like that. But after that, so for the most part, literally like, it's not even 24 hours. It's probably more so like you might have 18 hours of feeling good. And after that, it's just like strictly business because like you got to go do it all over again. And then like next week for us, like when we have quicker weeks, it's going to be even quicker. After the Colorado game over with, literally you got to start snapping your mind to, all right, we got West Virginia coming to town on a short week, playing them on a Friday night. So yeah, for us, it's not even 24 hours. You don't really dwell on that at all. I mean, it's, you bring it up here and there, joke about it. Like they might talk about it in school. People might talk about it, call you about it, but as far as a team, you can't really think about it too long because you got to go do it again next week. Yeah.
3 games into the season, how do you feel like your play has been overall? And like, you were a little banged up during training camp too. How's the body holding up?
Honestly, I honestly feel great. Like, especially after this weekend, it's probably the best my body felt ever after playing the game, like dating all the way back to my sophomore year of high school, really.
Mm-hmm.
The injuries or whatever during fall camp, one of them was just something I couldn't control. Like, anybody want to know what happened in that story? I was basically fully extended going up for a pick. So I had to be, and I jumped all the way too. So I'm a couple feet off the ground. And I got pulled out the air and just happened to land on my shoulder, sprained AC joint, couldn't move my shoulder for real for like a week. And it was pain for like 3 or 4 weeks, really. I didn't really get like, I was wearing like this 3D mode thing over it all the way until Stanford game. So after that, I knew we had a bye week, so I took it off. So I've been good to go after that. But yeah, during fall camp, it was just something I really couldn't control. Then the finger thing, I mean, it ain't bothered me. I played the whole camp through it. I'm playing the season through it. So
Yeah.
that don't hurt at all. And then my play, I mean, I've been doing everything I expected myself to do. Like, I'm definitely playing good right now, but honestly, like, I'm nowhere near my potential and my full peak. And it'll happen, like, just more reps to get more comfortable with certain things. Like, the best way to learn is, like, just seeing certain stuff. Like, yeah, you can watch film on somebody and say this and that, but when you get out there on the field and you feel, like, the speed of things and the tempo and you just see certain stuff. And then, like, with me, I've been around football so long, a lot of the plays I make is just off of my feel for the game. So when I'm in the game, if I can feel certain stuff happening, I'm just able to alert it and I'm just able to just go jump stuff. So I definitely been playing good. You know, I've been doing my role, doing my 111, but I'm definitely just trying to, like, every week just refocusing. Like, all right, last week was cool, now it's gone. Like, what you finna do now? Like, you can't go out there and have a letdown just because you had a good week. Like, nobody respects that. You could be the best corner in the world. You still got to think, like, yeah, they finna target me, especially in college. Because in college, it's like everybody think they're a superstar. Everybody think they're a dog, especially this team we going up against this week. Their whole persona is we superstars, we the show, like, everybody coming to see us. So as a player, especially, like, going into a game like this, I mean, this is what you ask for. You're going against a team full of receivers who feel like they the best thing on earth. So, like, now in my head, it's just like, how you going to respond? Like, are you ready for the moment? How much you going to prepare for it? So, yeah, I've been playing good. Give a lot of credit to God, my teammates, Rob. You know, I work with him all offseason, then Eddie, and then Coach G. They've been giving me right, and then Coach Hill. I mean, best defense in America. And then all my teammates been doing what they were supposed to do. So I've been playing good, but it's definitely a different level I can hit for sure, easily.
Yeah. And you know, you guys have done everything you're supposed to do so far this season, like dominated basically start to finish on every single game. But now that you're, you know, getting into conference play and you talked about Colorado, like what kind of like difference and challenge do they present on Saturday?
For one, I mean, you go into a hostile environment. I know I just seen the video of them having like their Buffalo back or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be the second game that is basically back, and then it's a first non-conference game. You know, the bowl game happened, and a lot of their fans and a lot of their players are like, whether they say it or not, they gonna get back. Like,
Right.
they gonna want revenge game for them. It's like they feel like we humiliated them on national TV. Now they gonna want their chance back in front of the whole world, which they gonna have like the whole world watching again, but it being the late game. And then the thing about them, I mean, they definitely like they're multi-faced. They got a lot of talent. I mean, they got a new quarterback, so that presents a challenge in itself. Like, you can't go watch last year's film, and they got a whole new receiver room, so you can't go watch last year's film like, oh, they do this and that. They got a whole bunch of new personnel. They run a lot of different things. They get to their routes in a lot of different ways. Like, they might run the same concepts, but they might do it out of 7 different formations and stuff like that. So they'll definitely come with their best. And then I know, like I said, like with the bowl game and all that history being there, they're going to come playing extra hard. So anytime a team got a chip like that on their shoulder, they're going to play scrappy. They're going to talk the whole game to you. They're going to do all this little extra stuff to try to get you out your game. So for us this week, I mean, we just got to keep our heads. I mean, especially me. I don't think it's going to be a problem with me. I mean, I'm a talker. That's what I do. So it ain't going to be a problem for me for real. But I just know it's something that's going to come with it. Like, they're going to be talking, and we just have to be ready to, you know, handle our business, do what we do.
Yeah. You know, obviously last time you played them, there was the bowl game lead up and they were talking a lot. I haven't really seen anything out there as far as them talking trash this year. Maybe they taking you guys a little more seriously this year. But you know, I think to be scared of LJ Martin and the Jay Hill defense, I mean, that's a lot coming into Boulder. And so I just wanted to pick your brain a little bit. Like, we saw Bear play, you know, really get his first chance to shine on Saturday and kind of really see what this offense can truly be. What was it like to watch him kind of grow into that?
I mean, I always tell people too, like, people don't understand, even though we're on the field, like, we still fans of the game of football.
Right.
So, like, with us, when we not, like, going over adjustment on the sideline, like, our whole attention is on the offense or whatnot. And, like, it was amazing seeing him play, like, especially that second half. Like, he just lit it up, like, the whole offense. And the thing I was telling people, like, the thing about quarterbacks, like, Bear, you just got to give him time to learn. Like I was saying, the best experience is learning. So, yeah, he's smart. Yeah, he knows the offense. But he got to see certain stuff and certain coverages and get more comfortable in the scheme. Like, the game is probably starting to slow down for him now, being in game 4. I mean, he had his first road game. He's starting to dissect stuff. He's going out there, you know, making all the right audibles, making all the right checks now. So for him, he's just starting to process stuff. And, like, people don't understand, you're not just finna get a quarterback just coming out here, or any position for that. You're not getting nobody just coming in just ready and don't have any mistakes.
Right.
I feel like in the first couple of games, he did what he's supposed to do. He protected the ball. He managed the game. And then Saturday, he won the game. Like, he was out there being a star. He was making every throw. He was making every run. You know, pulling the ball when he needed to, checking the ball for LJ to go on big touchdown runs when he needed to. So I feel like in his whole aspect, he just needed time. And he's still going to need more time to grow. Like, he's nowhere near as good as he's going to be. You know, this is his first conference game, and he's only going to get better and better throughout the season. Like, that's just what happens, though. You got to get reps. And when you get reps, I mean, it turned to greatness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A less serious question is he a touchdown merchant? Because LJ finally got in the end zone. He finally got in the end zone on Saturday for the first time. But you guys talk trash at all like that in the locker room at all about, you know, him kind of stealing touchdowns from LJ or anything like that?
I don't know. The offense probably do, but it's crazy because when I see Bear, like, on game day, Coach Hill big on diversity. So he's always, like, walking around in team, like, meeting rooms and stuff, and team, like, when we're going to get meals, he always like, I don't want to see a table full of white guys or a table full of black guys or poly guys. He's like, mix it up. So every game day, like, I could be in there chilling. Like, I can be the first one in or the last one in there. Whenever I go sit down, Bear always fires away to come sit at the table with us. He just be in there kicking it. He be in there chilling before the game. And then I was always telling him, I told him, like, before last game, I was like, yeah, if somebody hit you late night or anything, like, I got your back. Like, I got you.
Yeah.
And, like, he just always come in there playing, telling jokes. Like, I mean, he a hell of a person. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he got a big personality and people don't really see. But, like, the team bought into him because, like, I mean, he bought into the team. Like, he had fun with everybody on the team. He talked to everybody on the team. So, yeah, the offense probably do give him something about it for, like, stealing touchdowns. But as a defensive player, as long as they put the ball in the end zone, I don't care who scores. Bruce could pick the ball up and run to the end zone himself. They could throw a fade ball to Jada for all I care. As long as we get the ball in the end zone, I don't care what they do. Like, it don't matter to me. A-Rod come out there, suit up, and score a touchdown. You feel me? So, from my perspective, it don't even matter, man. They just having fun. They doing what they supposed to do. They give us a good chance to win every game, you know, when they protect the ball. Then they can run the ball so good. I mean, that's awesome. I love when teams run the ball, especially our team. Like, you run the ball, you imposing your will on another man for 4 quarters. I ain't nothing more beautiful than that.
Nothing better than watching teams run the football.
Yeah, that is dope. As we mentioned before, going to Colorado this week. Growing up, I know this personally, Deion Sanders was like your idol, like one of your favorite players ever. Does that make you feel good, like actually being able to play in front of him this weekend? Like, what's the thought process behind that?
Nah, it don't make. I mean, he was a superstar or whatever, but shit, this weekend he an enemy. It's that simple. Like, yeah, it's cool. Yes, somebody you look forward to. I mean, if I see him pregame, you know, I go shake his hand and say what's up. But when the game starts, I talk trash to him too. Like, him being out there wearing another school's colors and having another logo across his chest, making him just as much of an enemy as anybody else. Like, when all the games start, I don't care who I'm playing against. I'm playing against my mom and them. If you on the other side from me, it's like it's up with you too. So for me this weekend, seeing him out there on the other, it ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm playing in front of Deion, it's a good thing. I done played in front of celebrities. I done played in front of sold out houses. I done did that already. That ain't nothing to me. Like, you another dude on another team, like, it's a nameless, faceless opponent. Yeah, you gonna have the hype around him. Now I'm going out there, I want to take all the hype from him. That's just how that's how I think about it. Like, I just want to kill. That's how I think.
Last year we saw Glasgow, you know, hit the Dion after his interception. Do you have anything, you know, special planned if you're able to get one on Saturday?
I may be getting one on Saturday. I'm doing the same thing. It's that simple. Doing the same thing, throwing the Shador in there. Like, it's crazy because Glasgow, when he did it, we were talking about it in warm-ups the night before the game.
Yeah.
We had a walkthrough at the Alamo, and I was just telling him, like, bro, you got to pick your knees up. He didn't listen to me, but I was telling him, like, you got to pick your knees up, bro, you tripping. But yeah, I mean, you make a play like that in front of one of the all-time greats, you don't do nothing but rub it in his face. And as a competitor, he gonna respect it. Like, he can't get mad at it. Like, and if he do, which he's not, if he did get mad at it, it's like, oh well. Like, if you don't want me to do it, then don't let me get a pick. Nah, it's definitely like it's gonna be a fun atmosphere. It's gonna be their fans gonna be riled up. They're gonna be talking crazy. They got the smallest sidelines in America, so their fans right behind you the whole game.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be everything you dream of as far as a college atmosphere.
Yeah, that junk gonna be dope. Speaking of fans, I know BYU usually travels well. How many fans you think BYU will travel this week to come to that game?
Close to 15,000. Would it be in the neighboring state? Close to 15,000, if not more. We had close to 10,000 at ECU. So for this weekend, I'm expecting at least 15. Like, it's right there, especially right after the bowl game happened. Yeah, at least 15.
Yeah. My brother served a mission in Denver. So, like, and he served in Parker wards that were avid BYU fans. Like, he served near Jimmers ward. So there's a ton of BYU fans in the area, and I'm sure they're gonna have that place, you know, rocking like they usually do on the road. So that's gonna be exciting to see.
Yeah, especially then we got all our families and fans still traveling from here out there. Our regular fans, it's not like family members. They still traveling.
Yeah.
And then people like who just like, I just want to go watch a game this weekend. Like just like neutral fans just in the stadium, just cheering for good plays. So and we gonna have a lot of them. So cheering for
Absolutely.
us. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a packed out house. I know it is. See
Yeah.
it blue.
Absolutely. You know, touched on it. You said something about Big Noon and playing the team up north. Were you guys able to catch that game on Saturday?
Yeah, we watched the whole game start to finish. Well, I ain't gonna say start to finish. Start till like, I mean, they went down like 2 touchdowns. I was like,
Right.
yeah, it's over with. It's over. Them boys not winning this one. Yeah, I turned it off. It just took me. And I ain't even taking it out. I just got me some Five Guys, and we just in the hotel just watching the game. Like, yeah, nah. It was a cute little performance by them. Texas
Alright.
Tech looked legit. Utah they look good. Yeah, we watched the game.
All right.
Yeah, we watched the game. We watched it.
All right.
Field drip, because I ask you about this all the time. You don't got to mention it if you don't want to, but what you looking like this week on accessories, cleats and all?
I'm wearing some white Air Force One cleats this weekend. The cleats look exactly. Let me see if I have a picture. The cleats look exactly like a pair of Air Force Ones. Like literally, the whole inspiration behind them. I mean, we wearing all white uniforms. I knew this months ago, so I was like, yeah, I got something different for this game. Nobody did it yet in college football that I've seen. And I mean, I always say I have the best cleat collection in like all of college. So I know the camera could probably see that. It's good on camera.
Yeah, it looks like it got it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so them cleats was expensive, but I'm wearing them cleats this weekend and everything else just like, I always dress by how I feel. So I feel like it's going to be a hotter game or stuff like that. I won't really wear nothing on my arms. But it's turf, so I probably have on tights and arm sleeves this weekend just because, like, you don't want to deal with all the turf burn and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking like this weekend. All white. I mean, or I might just wear the same thing I wore in the Alamo Bowl. But we going to see.
Worked pretty well last time.
Yeah, it did. So, yeah, we going to see.
Yeah. Any advice for obviously I can't pull off the same swag that you can pull off, but what's fashion advice that you give someone like me?
And just in regular life?
Just in regular life. You got the swag on the field, but I'm never gonna be on the field, but I need help with swag off the field.
In general?
Yeah.
I mean, tell people, like, swag is like, you got to make it based off of you.
Okay.
Like, you can't be trying to dress like other people, or like a lot of, like, in my generation, too many people be trying to dress like how they see on Instagram or social media.
Right.
Like, you would personally never see me wearing all the baggy clothes and all the super big clothes.
Okay, I don't like that either.
Yeah.
I'm not down with that.
Yeah, so you gotta take whatever you like and you might just put a twist on it. So like for me, I'm a plain clothing type of guy for the most part. So like I might just wear like an all gray outfit with a little polo shirt, but the way you style, like I might throw on a fitted hat to the side with it a little bit. I might throw on some shades with it. I might wear my chain with it. Like it just whatever you like, you just gotta make it to you. Like, and then just confidence. Confidence carry more outfits, and like that's what swagger is. Like you got confidence with it. Like you put something on. I mean, you out there confident with it, and everybody like, yeah, he got that on. Or like, yeah, his fit smooth. But if you just like walk around with your shoulders low, all droopy, like they're like, nah, that ain't it. So whatever you wear, I mean, your confidence got to be up to par with your outfit for sure.
So don't go out and buy a chain, is what you're saying.
Nah, if you gonna buy a chain, you gotta rock. You gotta rock with confidence.
That's true.
Can't be out there like, I got a chain. No, if you can wear a chain, but show that chain. You walk in there like with your chest out, like, yeah, it's my chain. Like, yeah, like I'm that guy. So yeah, be you, and then have confidence on top of that. And then yeah, you in there, you good.
All right, and then I'll ask, for players growing up, like, what's the best accessory to have on the field, or what's the most important accessory?
Most important accessory, no matter what, cleats.
Yeah.
Like, as a parent, do not buy your kids like molded cleat bottoms like the Alpha Sharks. Like when I was growing, don't buy them that. I'm not saying they gotta have no custom cleats or nothing crazy like that, but don't buy them no molded shark cleats. Like, don't do that. Like, and if you can't afford them, just call me. We gonna make some arrangements and get your kids some good. Don't buy them cleats, cause if you wearing them molded bottom cleats, you ain't no dog. Them junks weak. You gotta get some good cleats. Make sure your kid ready to go out there. So I definitely say cleats, cause like everything else, especially when you little, like you can go buy some tape and just spat it up a certain way if you want it to look good, or you can go out there and like, I mean, it's park ball, so you can go out there. We used to take like socks, make them spats. People used to take socks, make them arm sleeves, all type of stuff. So you gotta have drip. Like we take sock, make it leg sleeves. So I definitely say cleats.
Yeah, we used to rock them Cam Newton cleats coming up. They used to have a strap on them. We used to strap them around the back. or you just use Rocket like that with the spats. So yeah, I'm big on them cleats. They are
Yeah.
important. Let's piggyback on that ECU game a little bit. That moment where you got that unsportsmanlike conduct, 15-yard penalty, cost us a little bit. No, I'm just playing. But what did Coach Kalani say to you on that play? What was the conversation like after the flag?
He didn't say nothing. No, I'm just playing. Nah, when it happened on the field, Coach Kalani was just like, he's like, come on, Tre. Like, he's like, you better than that. And he just came out there and hugged me, literally said, I love you. And that's literally all that was. Like, people was taking around like, oh, your coach cussed you out. No, he was just yelling to get my attention. I looked to the sidelines like, come on, you better. And he's like, you better make it up for it. He's like, you better get it back. And he came out there and hugged me, just shook me. He's like, like, I love you, man. Even on the plane, like, he was just talking to me about food. Like, he got on the plane, he had like 4 boxes of food. He was just like, Tre, I need to go ahead and sit down so I can sort all this food out. It was literally like, we was just chilling and like, I got to the sideline, Coach G looked at me, he was like, it was cool for the first 4 seconds. Maybe the last 2, chill out. And then Coach Hill, he was just like, yeah, you make a play, just don't flex over him. And then he was just smiling after the game. I was like, yeah, Coach, I got you, I owe you one. And then that was that. Like, nobody was mad about it. Like, it wasn't like, people was joining my Instagram live at the game, like, oh, your coach gripped you, this and that. No, like, because I mean, and it's crazy, but like, if anybody know my coach, like, they know I talk, like, they just know that's my personality. So they weren't necessarily mad about it. It was just like the timing of everything. And I always feel like it's a pity call. Like, I was walking backwards and he was just talking, so I was talking back. But I feel like it was a close game. They wasn't going to say nothing, but they was getting smacked, so they had to give them a little something.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to boy Jay-Easy and them, Tyler and all them boys went in there, finished the drive off, and they give them no touchdown. So, yeah, I definitely owe them boys one. For sure.
But, you know, it's kind of that fine line with coaching. Like, you got to let Tre be Tre, right? But, how does the coaching staff, deal with all the different personalities? Because that's honestly like the most difficult part about coaching is, pushing the right buttons on every guy and getting every guy with a different background. Like, you're from Atlanta, playing with guys from Utah and Texas, and like getting all these guys to come together. How does the coaching staff do that here at BYU?
One of the main things, like Coach Kalani, he got that love and learn culture. Like, it's big on that. Like, and Coach Hill was just talking about this today. He was just telling me, like, all us in like the Davidson room. He used me as an example. He was like, Tre, you from Atlanta. He was like, go talk to one of these returned white missionaries. He was like, maybe y'all have more in common than y'all know. And like, you just go around and like, for example, I think I told the story before, but during camp, we go camping every year during camp, and we call it a Triple H this year, but it's basically testimony and commitment groups. It's like the hardest things you went through in your life or whatnot. And then when you tell it like the hardest things you went through in your life, you also tell your hero and like hardship, stuff like that. So then you in groups, it's random, like it's just all your teammates. So then you learn a lot about each teammate or whatnot. And then like when you know what your teammates went through, you can go that much harder for them. So then when the game day comes, we all have a certain standard on defense. It's like always play a clean game, do this and do that. So you try to find ways to play within your standard, but at the same time, you got to be you. So like for coaches, like with me, they always let me go out there and they let me talk. And then if I'm talking too much or they feel like I'm like dancing on the line, like I'm playing with fire, they'll tell you like calm it down a little bit. But other than that, like coach always tell you like if you playing hard and you get a flag, like I never get mad at you about that. Like I never just be out there tripping on you if you playing hard. But if you out there playing around BS and then you getting flags, doing stupid stuff, late stuff, like it's like I never, you know what I'm saying? Like in the moment, like yeah, they might rip you a little bit, but other than that, I mean, they understand, like they're around you almost every day of the year, so they know who we all are. So I definitely say like the culture of the team for sure definitely like helps play into that.
Is there anyone that you've connected with that going in you're like, oh, I have nothing in common with this person?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like me and him was always cool, but Cannon DeVries.
Okay.
Yeah, Cannon got home from mission not too long ago. But me and Cannon closer than ever. Like I actually talked to his mom, his dad after games. Like me and Cannon, I follow his brother, like his football stuff or whatnot. Me and Cannon sit next to each other every meeting. We talk all the time. Like we got class together and everything. And me and him was talking the other night before the game in the hotel. He was telling me like how he served his mission in Houston, like how he was in the trenches, like how he used to hear gunshots and stuff, like how he used to ride his bike through the hood, how he got his bike stolen in the hood. Like me and Cannon talk all the time. So that's one of the people like when I post on Twitter and stuff, like if he posts something, I was like best kept secret. People don't know, like, but Cannon legit. Like when Cannon gets on the field, y'all gonna see that boy is a ball player. Like Cannon can go. Like I promise you, he's the best basketball player on the team. And when it comes to football, roll the football out there and put Cannon at any position, just teach him it. He gonna go. Whether it be nickel, whether he got to go return kicks, punts. Like Cannon is him. Like he legit. And that's one of my favorite people on the team for sure. Like and he hella chill too. Like it's crazy because he in a place like being in Utah where he's the majority in our corner room, he's a minority. He's the only he the only one in. That's we call him. That's our Cooper DeJean. Literally,
Right.
like he the only white one in the whole room. And then sometimes Tommy come in there with us, so it's like Coop and Reed Blankenship, like both of them boys, and then Payne might come in. So like yeah, so Cannon the only one in the room, and it's 10 of us total. So he's 10%, and people don't know, but yeah, Cannon definitely somebody I connected with for sure. Other than Tommy, because like that's self-explanatory.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But with Cannon, you said he's good at everything. Like, I'm so jealous of those guys, man. I just wish, if I picked up a sport, like, I would be awesome at it, but I don't have that. But like, do you feel like you're the same way where like you could have like been a D1 baseball player if you had applied yourself like you did at football, like same with basketball?
Yeah, I definitely feel like any sport, like I put my mind to, I honestly could do it. Like obviously, like I'm not as good as those sports right now, just because like obviously everything was football for me. But yeah, honestly, I feel like because it's simple. Like going D1 and all that stuff. Like some stuff got to work on your favor. Like God forbid any injuries and stuff like that happen. Yeah, that stuff. But as far as just like getting up every day and putting in enough work, that's a simple part. Like if you put in enough, if you injury free, put in enough work, give everything to God, just keep working. Eventually, like you gonna make it. And then with me, like I have the frame to be good at any sport. I dominated in track, good at football. If I win basketball, like I really played and like learned all the fundamentals of the game and learned how to do this and all that, and just kept consistently working on it as much as I did football. I'd be just as good at any sport. That's how it is. I'm just not good at stuff like all the art and stuff like that. That ain't me. I can't draw and nothing like that. But as far as sports, roll the ball out there, I can go. Yeah, 100%.
Do you have any hobbies? Obviously not art, but do you have any hobbies? Like, are you mixing music on the side? Like what do you do to entertain yourself outside of football?
I tell jokes. That's what I'm like. Honestly, like I'm a real life comedian. Like if you like came to me right now and just put me in the movie and don't give me a script, you would think like, I'm the funniest person on earth. Don't give me just let me just go out there and be me. Yeah, like that's what I do like all day. Like anybody tell you, like I play around all day. Like I'm never serious. Even during the game, I'm on the sideline. I be over there joking. Like me and Coach G, we tell each other jokes all the time. Like we play around all the time. Like during practice, when we on downtime during practice, that's what I do. I joke around all day. Like it might piss a lot of people off because I play too much. It could be the serious moment in somebody's life, and I'd be out there playing around. I don't know. It keep me sane. That's kind of how I keep myself. I be chilling. I just be joking.
You have a favorite comedian or like actor, like funny actor?
A bunch of comedian. My favorite comedian ever probably Dave Chappelle.
Right.
Dave Chappelle. Yeah, that's that man. Yeah, him. Dave Chappelle, Bernie Mac, and then like comedians or actors per se. Mike Epps. I'm a big Mike Epps fan. Mike Epps is one of my favorite, and then Jonah Hill. Hill. Ever since I watched Superbad for the first time, anything Jonah Hill in, like Jonah Hill is probably like top to bottom, like hands down. Jonah Hill is my favorite actor.
Yeah,
for sure, 100%.
I know you said you was talking about this the best you ever felt physically. What does treatment look like for you when you get back? If you could speak on that.
It honestly always depends. So for us, we got treatment because we don't do nothing on Sundays. BYU's religious school. We don't do nothing on Sundays. So after church, the training room's open. I want to say for the most part it's open from 1 till maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock. So basically you have a 2-hour window to go in there. So after the game, for the most part, my legs not really like, they're not really shot after a game. Like, obviously you tired or whatever, you banged up a little bit, but I'm not just like, oh, I'm exhausted or I'm gassed. So I'd be good for the most part. But like, let's say like, let me use an example. Like, okay, this past week I went in for treatment after the game. You might have a little stuff banged up, like finger hurting a little bit. But I go in there, I go talk to like all the trainers, or I go talk to one of the trainers and I'd be like, this hurt, this hurt, this hurt. Like, for example, even if it's not something wrong with me, I'd be like, oh yeah, I want some work on my shoulders there, or I want some work on my quads so they're not tight, or I want some work on this. I go in there and they'd be like, all right, do this, this, and that. So last week I went there, I said, I want some work on my quads. They said, all right, go get in the hot tub for 10 minutes, go stretch out in the hot tub, get out the hot tub. We'll do scraping on you. We'll give you massages so we can get in there, flush everything out. And they'd be like, come back tomorrow morning for treatment. So like then throughout the week, I go in there and like literally nothing can be wrong with me. Like I can go in there, I just get anything worked on, from traps, whatever. Every Tuesday though, I get a chiropractic adjustment. Every Tuesday, no matter what. Like I always go to the chiropractor in the training room, get adjustment. Then every Wednesday and Thursday, or every Thursday and Friday, depending on if we travel or not, I always go get in the cold tub. And I'm not one of those people who like contrasting for real, so I might get in the hot tub for like 10 minutes, 15, however long I want. Like I feel like I need. Then I go get in the cold tub. It can be anywhere from 8 minutes to anywhere to like 25 minutes. Like I go do that 2 times a week, and then after that I feel good. And the game day, You can get treatment in the hotel. I don't really do too much treatment in the hotel. I just more so like be chilling, stretch, and then going to sleep. Going to sleep, honestly, the best recovery you can do for your body. Get enough sleep, and yeah, that's kind of how my treatment looks.
Do you do the needling? Because that stuff freaks me out. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, I do it, but needling honestly not as bad as people think, like at all. Like I done had the needles in me, and they done hooked like this damn machine up to it, so like my leg was literally in there like jumping the whole time.
Yeah.
I done had it all. So yeah, I get needling done sometimes. It just for me, needling really just depends. I done had needling, cupping, and everything, and we got a bunch of brand new machines now.
Okay.
So yeah, I do it all for the most part. We got machines that like I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's like you put it like a belt on either around your lower back or like for your neck, and like it'll like pull it and just give you tension, and then like put a bunch of weight on it, and then like get you like stretched out or whatever. So I do it all for the most part. I ain't really scared to do nothing as far as treatment wise. I go light bed. I'd have been in hyperbaric chamber. So it just always depends, like whatever they tell me I need. And if I'm not hurting, I just go in there and get something worked on anyway. Stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah. Devin Booker has like a red light bed in his house, right? Like,
Yeah.
when you're in the pros, like, do you already have like your routine down, or do you still think like there's more to add to your recovery?
I wouldn't say it's more to add, but I feel like it just depends. Because honestly, like with me, when you playing like basketball, different. So basketball, a lot of those guys like have the same things hurting. Like you might have a shoulder hurting from shooting so much, or you might have your leg just might
like
be shot.
knees,
Yeah, knees and stuff like that, ankles, like stuff like that is normal. See, for us playing football, like you might feel like great after a game, adrenaline we're up next morning, feel like you was in a car wreck.
Yeah.
Like everything might be hurting, or like with me, my whole middle finger was like after the game, my middle finger was like this big, like it was just hella swole. And I think I got a call to somebody's face mask. So like it's just stuff you can't account for in football.
Right.
Like, or you might get hit late one play, like certain stuff, like, oh, you might hit somebody, land on your hip, now this might hurt a little bit. So with football, it's just like, it's just so much stuff that just goes on that you can't really account for everything. So I never, like, my routine for the most part is smooth. I definitely say, like, it'll never leave. I get adjusted every Tuesday for a reason. Then, like, I go get in the cold tub and hot tub at least 2 times a week, always. So I definitely say that part of my routine, and on top of sleep, I mean, for the most part, everything else be good. It'd be good to go.
Yeah.
Speaking of fingers getting caught in face masks, it looked like you had a near pick on Saturday, and a guy put his hands in your face mask. What did you think about that?
I wasn't even mad at it too much, honestly. I mean, if I was in your shoes, I would do the same exact thing. Like, it's either do that or give a pick. I wouldn't give a pick. When it happened, it was something I'm not gonna say. It's something I could have did better to prevent him even like being in that position to put his hand over my face mask. So like, I wasn't always mad at some people. Like, it was the offensive pass interference, 100%. And if he didn't do it, I would have picked it. But it's something I could have did, like something small I could have did to prevent it. So I'm not too tripping about it. And it's like, people like, oh, you almost had a pick. Like, but yeah, I almost don't count. I gotta go give me a pick. Like, it's just that simple. Like, I don't know. It was cute. I mean, number 9 was saying he was all this, all that. He can run by any DB. He was gonna do this and that to us. I mean, 2 catches for like 20 yards on us? Yeah. So yeah, nah, I love that matchup. I love going against him. Like, he was, I mean, it was fun. It was everything you wanted. And he was talking when they handled that. So yeah, nah, it was definitely a funny play, because if he didn't have his hand over my, I would have picked it for sure, because I was tracking the ball. Like, I seen the whole time. It's like, as I went up for the ball, it's like I kind of went blind. And I just remember hitting the ground. I know I had a PBU because I touched the ball, but I didn't know exactly what happened until I saw it on, like, I saw the picture on the plane. Like, his hand was like this, and I couldn't see nothing. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it was funny.
TJ, anything else before we get to some fan questions?
No, you good. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Tre put out on Twitter, right this week, just some fan questions to ask. So I'm gonna roll through them right now, and then we can wrap this thing up. What's the most fun activity you've done so far, other than football, in Utah?
Most fun activity for sure is going tubing on the lakes, or like just jumping in the lakes. Cause like growing up, we went fishing a lot and was in lakes, but we never like went out on boats and just like went tubing and, went surfing and stuff like that. So like whenever we got to go out here for the first time, it was fun. And I always had like one of the most fun boats I was always a part of. So it's always fun for me. Like this year, like me, Ev, LaMason, Jordan, Katie, like we was all on the boat. Like even Brandon Bradley, Just Anderson, like all of them was on the boat with us, like flipping off into the water, stuff like that. I mean, it was fun. Like it's a fun experience for sure.
Yeah, where's the, like, where have you been boating so far in Utah?
I think the only place I've been is Jordanelle, because we go during fall camp. So like when we go camping, we usually drive up on like Wednesday afternoon, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, or Tuesday afternoon. I think it's Tuesday afternoon. We drive up, stay the night, and Wednesday we go to the lake for like 6 hours.
Okay.
So yeah, I definitely Jordan Nell for sure.
Yeah, we got to keep all the BYU football players as far away from Utah Lake as we can, huh, Craig?
What's wrong with Utah Lake?
It's got like some like brain-eating amoeba that's been in there for years. So
Yeah,
not good.
damn sure ain't going down there.
no, don't mess with that water.
Yeah, nah, hell no. Yeah, I ain't got to tell me twice.
All right, maybe we already answered this, but who's your favorite NFL corner, past or present?
Favorite right now, J.C. Horn, play for Carolina. I mean,
Got the dub on Sunday.
hey, my team stepped on the Falcons. I know them Falcons fans, 'cause I'm from Atlanta. Everybody, I was happy. Like, just us beating, like, when the Falcons lose, it always makes my day no matter who beat them. But when my team beat them, and then we beat them 30-0, like, honestly, I was supposed to sleep longer, but I realized we was playing them, so I set my alarm for literally, I think the game starts at 11 out here. I set my alarm for 10:45, woke up, gave myself, like, 8 minutes to, like, wake all the way up, turn the TV on, just laying in bed, just watching my team roll the Falcons. Like, I couldn't ask for a better Sunday than that. Like, it was amazing seeing that happen. Like, yeah, no, that's my favorite right now. And then, I mean, in the past, favorite corner in the past, Dion, that guy for sure. That's definitely one of them. But I was like, I'm trying to think. I watched ball growing up. I don't know. It probably is Dion in the past. Just see them highlights and like how flashy he was, and just like the whole, like, all the talking and everything. So it probably was Dion in the past for sure.
Yeah. What about Horn? Like, do you admire the most about his abilities?
His technique. Like, when you see good technique from a DB as a DB, it's just like, it's beautiful. It's just poetry, really. Like, you could just watch his pad level, and you just watch like his press man and everything like that. And then when the ball in the air, he always attack the ball. Like, it's just something, like, I mean, it's just something you admire. Like, when you just see somebody playing your position, just do it at such a high level and just polished all the way. Like, it just lets you know, like, you keep working. Like, eventually, like, you could be that same way. So, yeah, his technique for sure.
Okay. And then we kind of already touched on this a little bit as well, but tell us about your relationship with Coach Kalani and how he has influenced you.
Coach Kalani has been the same person since the day I met him. He's been the same since when he came to my mom and my dad's house in Atlanta. He was sitting at the table, he was talking, he was just like, man, like, BYU is a great place for you. And he was kind of like, everything he did was all about love, and it was all genuine. I came on my visit, told him I was coming, he dapped me up, hugged me, he was like, man, let's go. So excited to have you. Anytime I see him, he asks me, like, family doing good, family coming out, like, you need anything? His dad, Pops, he the same way. He like, Tre, you need anything? Like, you want to go get food? Like, he always check on me. He always make sure I'm good. So Coach Kalani has did, like, a good thing. And then, like, the influence part, I mean, he gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. Like, I posted this on my story last night, literally just out of the blue. I didn't know I was going to get this question, but I was just, like, forever grateful. Like, you took a chance on me. And, like, he honestly did. Like, I mean, he's the head coach, so he could have easily said no, like, yeah, we don't want that kid or don't offer him. But he let his staff offer me, he put his trust in me. You know, he came and recruited me. He was genuine with me all the time. When I was getting recruited, he was sending me videos. I mean, I got hurt. They sent me a video, you know, wish me speedy recovery, stuff like that. So, yeah, nah, Coach Kalani is a genuine person. So his relationship, just honestly, him taking a chance on me and bringing me into a culture like this that has produced winning, I mean, that's one of the best things that could ever happen to me.
Yeah, with Kalani, was he like, you know, everyone talks about how unique he is. Did you see that, like, in the recruiting process, just like how different of a program and how different of a person he was?
Yeah, definitely. BYU was just laid back and, like, real, like, intentional about their approach. Like, BYU was gonna be like, what they told me how BYU was, that's the same exact way it is when I got here. Like, they sold me on, like, just the family atmosphere, the love of it, and, like, how we all, like, together. It's togetherness no matter what. And, like, Coach Kalani, he always tell you before the game, like, yeah, bad stuff might happen, but you can overcome anything with energy and effort. Like, he always talks about that. Like, you could see stuff like that in the cut. But yeah, I mean, when they was recruiting me, it's the same exact thing. Like, they didn't sell any broken dreams. They was like, oh yeah, Tre, if you come here, we're gonna get you this and that. Anything they told me I was gonna have, like, as far as, like, school wise and family wise, and, like, I got it. So it's definitely, BYU is definitely the most genuine, like, recruitment process I had for sure.
Awesome. And then next question, who has been your biggest influence or mentor in your football career?
I'd definitely say my dad. My dad got me started playing football when I was like 4 years old. He took me to the park with him. He taught me basically everything I know, like, from the fundamentals and basis of football. And then, like, he helped me, like even now, he'd just always, like, watch practice and stuff. He'd call me, like, you got to do this or you got to do that. So he'd see stuff on TV or at the game and tell me, do this, do that. So I definitely say my dad 100%.
Yeah. And then, TJ's here. What's it been like, having TJ here, helping support you? You're a long ways away from home. So what's that been like?
I know, it's been cool. Like, some days, it don't even about football. Like, we can go in the living room or we can be in the car. We randomly just talk about, how we was raised growing up, like, certain stuff, like when our mom used to get mad at us and cuss us out, or, like, when our dad used to say certain stuff, or, like, when my dad's favorite songs he used to play going to practice growing up. So, stuff like that. It's not even the football aspect of things. It's more so everything else outside of football. Big Kirk.
What's up, Kirkland?
Yeah, what's up, my brother?
Sorry, what was that? Oh, yeah,
most
100%.
definitely. Trying to be like you.
All right, sounds good. We'll be done in a minute for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. You gonna have all of them, man.
All right. And TJ, what's it been like being out here with Tre? And Tre needs someone to, keep him in line sometimes, I'm sure. Does that responsibility fall on you, or do you feel like he's got it down pretty good?
Nah, he got it down pretty good. Like I always tell everybody, we grew up well, so like we know right from wrong. Like we at that age where everybody, like, you hit a certain age, you know right from wrong. So he know right from wrong. Me just like being here, I guess it just give him a boost. Cause like being a long way from home, like, we from Atlanta, like Utah's so different from Atlanta. So like we on the other side of the country. It's just different. So like being here, it made me feel like I'm part of the team too. And then like a lot of people don't know, like being in Utah, being around like just people from BYU, like it's better opportunity out here. So yeah.
That's awesome. All right. And then we already covered the ECU fans. And then hopefully this week, but at any point this season, what celly are you going to hit when you get an interception?
I mean, I can sit up here and say what I'm gonna do, but y'all can notice on TV, like whenever I make play, I kind of just black out and just spaz out for like a little minute. So I can say what I'm gonna do 100%, but I can't really like promise exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Like this week I get one, I want to hit Dion, but if it don't happen, like I can honestly know, like I'm probably gonna tweak it. Like I might just run to the side and just turn, like yeah. So, and we big on celebrating with our teammates. Like when you out there and you make a play or whatnot, you didn't just score the touchdown. Like it didn't just happen. Like he just threw you a pick six. No, pass rush had to get home. You had to get blocks. Like people had to do their job for you to make your plays. So it definitely celebrating with my teammates at some point of that too. So I don't know. I can say whatever, but I don't know. Hey, whatever happens, happens.
Last year we saw I believe it was the Vikings who did like the choreographed celebrations. Is there any like after practice, like DBs have to like figure out a team celebration, or is that in the works, or is that something?
We're going to try to come up with something for the team, but I know one thing for sure that we talk about, next pick we get, if we don't score it, we run into the nearest end zone. Like, in the league, you get the pick, you run to the end zone.
Why? Why do you do that?
I mean, it just kind of it's just to show it off. Like, especially this weekend. We get one this weekend in all whites. Like, we hitting it to the nearest end zone for sure.
Yes.
100%. We hitting it to the nearest end zone, taking our picture to eat. So, I don't know. It just depends on how far it is away from the line of scrimmage, too. I know the big boys ain't going to run all the way up there in altitude. It's going to be heavy breathing. So, at least the DBs, we going to be in the end zone flicking up. So, yeah.
Perfect. Anything you want to let Cougar Nation know about Saturday before we sign off?
For the most part, the most important thing I got to tell Cougar Nation is show up. I know y'all are regardless, but I just want to thank y'all because, like, people don't understand. Like, when you could travel and you still have that much support and it's third down in the stadium, the rest of the stadium quiet, and you got a whole section of the stadium cheering and making noise. Like, it may not seem like the most, but, like, that junk is a spark of energy, especially on the road and especially going to conference play. Like, non-conference play, when you're on the road, you could travel way more guys. When you get in conference play, the roster cut down as to how many people you can travel with you. So, when people come to the away games, especially, and they bring that noise, like, it just puts like an extra plug in your back, honestly. So just want to thank Cougar Nation.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll do it for this episode of the CougConnect Podcast. Thanks to Tre and TJ for hanging out with us. As you just saw, Big Kirkland's coming up next, and we will see you guys later.